trading clouds, cloudier water, and shallow man-made structures for moving north into clearer water to take a pass at some deeper natural structures like sunken islands and rock humps. Chase and Tom are joined by Chase's dad, professional tournament angler Gary Parsons.
Old guys are taking the young stallion fishing.
Wow. As they use their electronics to begin to speed search areas to take a closer look at vertical jigging the same creek chubs they were previously pitching for big fall Green Bay walleyes.
There he is. He just ate it.
Did he?
He just ate it.
He picked it up?
Did he? Yeah, he just ate it. He knocked slack right in it. There he goes.
Now don't mess this. You didn't mess it up.
We marked those fish and you sat right on their heads. It's just like ice fishing.
Oh yeah.
Look at the head shakes.
Look at him. Here he comes. Good fish.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good fish.
Oh, another nice one.
It's off too.
Wow. Holy man. That's a good one.
Oh man.
That's so cool how you got him. Just 3 fish, boom, 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 but one of them
crazy?
ate. Yeah.
I mean, they're right there on that little rock pile.
Yeah.
And I worked that jig right over the top of them. And that one came up about 3 foot and just crushed it.
Boy, that's a heavy fish.
Yeah, look at how healthy these fish are.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful. Look at the color on that thing.
This is a kind of a different technique for the Great Lakes, and you're probably not going to see hardly anyone talk about it. Actually, Tom turned Chase and I onto this. That's why I came all the way over to fish with these guys for a day. You want to look for deeper humps out in the Great Lakes, and those are sunken islands, or even if it's a long tapered point coming off of an island or the mainland that dumps off into deep water. Personally, I think the deep water is a key now that I've seen how these fish set up on this structure. We see these fish set up on structure like this in the summer, and normally we're trolling for them. But this time of year, they can get bunched up right on the tops and off the sides of these sunken islands. So you really drive around till you graft the fish, and sometimes they're right up on top, sometimes they're off on a sharper edge, but you actually find some fish first, and then you set up right on top of them and move very slowly with the trolling motor and try to work the fish almost like you're ice fishing. Tom's been moving around here. He finds this little group of fish, sits right on top of them, see if we can get a bite. Sometimes they don't bite, other times, boom, you get a bite. So it's really kind of a cool technique. And again, it's not one that hardly anyone does, but it is maybe the most fun that you could ever have on the Great Lakes because the fish are big and you can catch them with a jig stick.
Real Deal. Real fishing information from real fishing experts. Presented by Amsoil.
We're down at Tracker Media Days on Table Rock Lake, and I gotta be pretty honest, I'm excited just to be standing in this boat. Lance Williams, who's a head engineer for this project, the ZV-21, is with me today, and we're unveiling this boat. This is a big water boat for the north. 21 foot 7 inches, 100-inch beam. Perfect boat for those northern anglers that fish the rough waters. Lance, you want to explain what you guys looked at in constructing the hull of this boat to get both good rough water capabilities and top end speed?
We really based this boat off the Tundra, the 21 Tundra. We know that was a good hull bottom, but we did something really unique with the hull bottom on this. The strakes are towed out. You go race a snowmobile and you want it to turn at high speed, you got to tow those skis out. And same thing with a hull bottom, if you got those strakes towed out and you go into a corner, then it tracks really good in a corner, and that's what this boat does.
But being a fisherman, we need room to put our gear. And I will say one thing, this boat didn't disappoint, did it?
No.
I mean, we have in the back of this boat, like I said, with that 100-inch beam, you have a lot of trolling room. When you're in the north, you're gonna be doing a lot of trolling, so a lot of trolling room in the back. Now, one of the cool things about this boat that I've never seen in a boat for the north previously is there's padded carpet throughout. Meaning, when you're standing up trolling 8 to 10 hours all day long, it's just going to be more comfortable for an angler's body. But when you look at the configuration as far as storage goes, what we have are 2 huge storage areas. You can fit a ton of 360, 370 tackle boxes. You know, all your crankbaits, all your spinners, everything can go in both the side compartments here. A giant live well in the back, pump out oxygenators, everything you need to keep your fish alive. Whether you're fishing tournaments, whether you're just, you know, fishing for fun, it doesn't matter. You know, when you get up into the front of the boat, looking at the consoles, that was one of the things that you guys did a great job on, Lance, is making sure that all of it was high quality. There was enough room for the big units that a lot of the guys in the north like to use, right?
Yeah, that was one of the critical things is between Gary and yourself that you wanted specifically was be able to have 2 graphs up here, because you're going to be working in the back on the kicker motor and doing your trolling. You wanted to be able to see mapping, and you want to be able to see the structure scan.
You know, the console's a great setup. You get up into the front of the boat. The rod storage you guys have built up here is unbelievable. There's actually 3 real big levels for rod storage. And then you have a few more compartments up front here for storage, a bait well. Basically, those storage compartments run all the way up both sides. There's just a lot of area to put things up there.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of storage. You wanted to be able to open the cooler and be able to throw your ice and bait in it from outside of the boat. So that was, you know, again, listening to what the anglers want and then trying to implement it. And what your guys really wanted was some place to stow your net. We got a very
cool.
unique feature, easy to stow, and you still got room to put your rods beside it. Again, on the bait well, we didn't even compromise there. We got a 3-pump system, the same as we got on the aft live well. You got to pump out, you got to recirc, you got to fill, you got an oxygenator. You know, there's just nothing left that we could add to this thing to make it better for you.